Hey there, the real Atheist Dad, coming to you again live from the closet. This week's topic is simply a letter that I wrote my 3 sons shortly after I turned 40. So this letter is about 3 years old, but I believe in my heart that the contents is timeless. So I find it very important to share this with not just my kids again through this video, but with the world. If you are an atheist parent like myself, who is constantly doing research and trying to find out how other parents who are atheists relate to and speak to their kids, this letter and this content, this video is for you. If the off chance you're a religious person who stumbled on this video and plan to stick it out, awesome. But I challenge you this: open your mind and your heart and listen not just to the content of what is in this letter, but listen to what is not in this letter. The complete absence of God, religion, or the Bible, and the simultaneous ability to pass on timeless, good, ethical, empathetic content to children anywhere. That's my challenge. Listen and let me know how I did at the end. Without any further ado, let me start and read a letter to my sons at 40. 1 week ago today, I turned 40. Yes, 40. While many folks will tell you and me that 40 is the midpoint of your life, when midlife crisis should kick in, I fundamentally disagree. I am not at midlife. I am literally just getting started. I'm not playing football, I'm playing hockey, and this is simply the end of the first period. I am just getting warmed up. I am just getting into my groove, and I have every intention of living to be at least 120. The first 40 years have all been a fun-filled preparation for the real me. I have learned so much, I have made so many mistakes, and I cannot believe how unbelievably lucky I have been to live in my skin. To anyone and everyone that has been a part of the first 40 years of my life, thank you. Thank you to not just those who have been a positive part of those 4 decades. Thank you to those who have been a negative portion. You have all made me the man I am today, and for that, I am grateful. In 40 years, I have learned a lot. I'm going to try and relay as quickly as possible the items that stick out and mean the most to me. The easiest way for me to do this is going to be in the form of a letter to my 3 sons, 13, 10, and 3. So here goes. My sons, as I look back on my 40th birthday, I find myself pondering my first 40 years. As a dad, I know it is my job to prepare you for the future. One of the best tools I have is my own experience. Experience is reality, and experience is priceless. Therefore, if I can pass on my experience to you, I feel it is a pretty valuable and relatable gift. With that in mind, I want to share with you what I have learned about myself, family, kids, friends, money, work, animals, and love. What have I learned about myself? You are never too old to learn. School may not always seem exciting and cool, but it is the foundation on which you will build your life story. Your ability to read and write is absolutely the thing that will make you successful. The better you are at reading and writing, the more opportunity for success you will have. Throw in some musical talent and bam, you are unstoppable. Take it from me. One of my very few regrets in life is that I did not practice a musical instrument sooner. Do not put your guitar or drumsticks down, boys. Please. Practice a little every day, and 20 years from now, I promise you, you will take me out for a drink and thank me. Practice enough, and you may be taking me out on that yacht that you just purchased with the signing bonus from your record contract. Just saying. Music is incredible. Whether you are creating it or simply listening to it, music is all-powerful. It is as close to time travel as I can get. The first chord of a certain song can catapult me back in time to elementary school or high school, back to Thailand, or back to my wedding day. It can make me joyous or sad all at the same time. It is literally the only drug I have ever been addicted to. Those who say it is not a drug are wrong. Anything that can alter your state or mind and drive such a wide range of emotions has to be considered a drug. Enjoy it and let it fill your soul. Always be willing to learn something new. Obtain a new skill, find a new hobby, or discover something that you are super passionate about. Specifically, try to conquer something that seems too difficult to you or those around you. Staying ahead of the game and demonstrating learning agility will keep you in demand in your personal and professional lives. Take care of yourself. Being your own best friend will make you a better friend to others. There is no shame in taking care of you. Indulge yourself and listen to yourself. Your gut is almost always right. Be quiet and listen to your inner voice. It will almost always guide you to do what's right and not what's easy. Every morning, right before you brush your teeth, smile at yourself. Trust me, it may sound weird here, but it feels good when you do it, and it sets your day up for more smiling and laughing. Laugh a lot, laugh at the little things, and mean it when you laugh. It is contagious, and people will want to be around you. When you see a puddle on the side of the road, assuming no one is standing near, drive through it. I love driving through puddles. The higher the tidal wave that comes rushing off your tire is, the better. Whether you're 40 or 4, the giddy feeling is immeasurable. Do not take yourself seriously. Only take your responsibilities seriously. What have I learned about family? Family, done right, is everything. When everything else falls apart, for example, friendships, jobs, hobbies, the zombie apocalypse, etc., family will still be there to pick you up. Invest time in your family and the payoff will be limitless. The old saying about blood is thicker than water is very goofy. Blood can sometimes hurt you. When it does, divorce yourself from that blood. Now, when I say hurt, I do not mean getting grounded from your iPhone or sent to your room for being rude. I classify hurt as any action so hurtful that it could only be committed by someone who is evil at their core and leaves a scar on your heart forever. With family, make every day an event day. What do I mean by an event day? Don't just have family movie night, have family dress-up movie night. Don't just go to the park on Sunday, have daddy and boys day out and go to 3 parks, 2 malls, the movies, lunch, and dinner on Sunday. Don't just celebrate a birthday, have a birthday a palooza blowout weekend. The more memories you make with your family, the happier and more content you will be, now and in the future. When all the stuff gets old and thrown away, the memories will still be there. Make them and make them awesome. There are no grown-ups. I mean that. There are no grown-ups. We're all just making it up as we go along. Some folks are just better at it, but ultimately we're all winging it. That's a good thing. Just remember to keep learning and you will get better and appear more grown up despite the fact that you never truly will be. How do I know that I am not a grown up? See the above statement about me driving through water puddles. I still get giddy. Or giddy. I still get giddy, literally giddy at the opportunity to drive through a puddle of water and send a torrent of water flying up in the air. I live for the holidays. I would be very happy if it were Halloween, Thanksgiving, and Christmas 4 times a year and not just once. I still love toys and cartoons. I still want to be Spider-Man or Superman. I still fantasize about being a rock star. I still get anxious and excited at the thought of holding mommy's hand or kissing her. Do not worry, like I did as a kid. When you get older, cool and fun stuff is still cool and fun. Spend most of your time on the things you are passionate about. Your family wants your presence and not your presence. If you're passionate about your family, be with them a lot. Ask yourself, how many seconds are in a day? 86,400 is the answer, by the way. Make every single one of them count. Taste, smell, feel, listen to, and look at everything you can. Savor life. What have I learned about kids? Having kids with your mommy was one of the best decisions of my life. I hope that each of you will have kids of your own one day simply so that you can experience the fulfillment that mine have brought to my life. If you do, appreciate every moment. I've heard many times the old cliche, blink and you'll miss it. Believe it or not, I disagree. I have blinked a lot, and while it has gone faster than I would have liked, I do not feel that I have missed too much. Why? because I made it a point to relish every moment I had with you. While I worked a lot, I was excited every single day to come home and hang out with you. Yes, hang out. Do not let other grown-ups tell you you have to be your kid's parent, not their peer. My advice, be both, by being balanced. I hope that you respect me as a parent, but I equally wish that one day, when you're sitting around a campfire with your college buddies or your kids, that you will say something like, "My dad was strict and taught me a lot, but man, he was awesome to be around, and we had so much fun doing X, Y, and Z." Take lots of pictures, I mean lots. You are so lucky to live in a camera phone world where you do not have to be conservative about the number or type of pictures you take, only to wait weeks to get them developed. If you do not know what I'm talking about, Google Photomat. Take pictures of as many moments as you can without making the camera seem obvious. Slip it into your motions and it will capture real moments in time that you will love looking back on one day. Enjoy going out with your kids and do not worry about what people around you are thinking. Have fun and learn to tune out the eye-rolling and sighs of other grown-ups. Once you're able to focus on the fun, the stress will go down and the enjoyment will go up. Introduce your kids to technology early. It is unarguably the new universal world language. Like with everything, balance is important and anything can be overused. However, there is no difference between burying your face in an iPod and reading a book on that iPod or burying your face in a paperback book. There is no difference in texting your best friend for hours as opposed to talking to your best friend on a rotary phone for hours while locked in your room. Actually, there is one difference. You can now multitask and text your friend while watching a movie and eating ice cream and pretending to listen to your parents. Finally, there's no substitute for spending time with your children. The most important things in life aren't things. Like I said before, your children want your presence and not your presence. What have I learned about friends? Well, you'll be very lucky to have any true best friends. You will undoubtedly have countless friends, but true best friends are very rare. That is okay. Do not stress about friend quantity. Focus on quality. Also, depending on when you read this, you may or may not agree. Friends will come and go, and you cannot grieve that too much. If you're reading this in high school, then friend loss will seem devastating. If you're reading this in college, then friend loss will be annoying. If you're reading this with your kids, then friend loss may be a relief and a money and time saver. Hang on to people that you click with. Befriend those who allow you to be yourself. Do not tolerate people who want to change you. Be yourself and your friendships will be more realistic and fulfilling. Keep in mind that your true family is not always connected through blood. There is an exciting chance that you may not have even met some of the members of your real family yet. Ponder that. Do not count to 10 when you're angry. Count to 20. Better yet, the things you have said or done in anger are hard to unsay or undo. What's the fix? Do not say big things and do not make big decisions when you're angry. Count to 20 or 30. Wait for the next day. Sleep on it. When you sleep on your decisions, you wake up wiser. Always have a strong handshake. Look people in the eye and smile when meeting them. Be friendly and respectful to everyone. Be genuine. What have I learned about money? According to your mother, not a lot. Truth be told, she's right. Without her, we would be broke. Her ability to hold down the hardest job in the world while being a stay-at-home mom and managing our finances, incredible. I may not be good with money and I will never be rich, but I have all that I want. Be thankful for what you have. You have much more than you realize. Obviously, wealth is not just material things. That being said, be aware of the stuff in your life and feel grateful. Gratitude is a remarkable power. It is a gift all of its own. If you want something badly enough, if you think about it repeatedly, it will eventually manifest. This has always been true for me. Dreams do come true. Believe in your dreams. What have I learned about work? You're going to spend a lot of time at work. That being the case, you must develop genuine relationships with those you work with. The key, demonstrate you care. Demonstrate you care about your internal and external customers. Demonstrate you care about your reputation. Demonstrate you care about the quality of your work. Simply demonstrate you care. Do what's right and not what's easy. Every time you're faced with a decision, ask yourself, am I doing what's right or am I doing what's easy? The answer is always painfully obvious, and the results will keep you out of trouble and in good favor with everyone. Listen not just for your turn to respond, but to what people are actually saying. When you really listen to people, they will tell you what they want, and they will respect you for actually hearing them and not just letting them talk. What have I learned about animals? Snakes, rodents, birds, and cats are not pets. Seriously, if the animal does not want to be held and fears for its life in your hands or arms and does everything it can to escape, it's not a pet. It's a captive. If you have to keep it in a cage for fear of it escaping and never returning, do not waste your money. You're going to go through phases of wanting desperately to have a snake or a rat, a bird or a guinea pig. The cages are expensive little prisons that suck to clean, and the smell always gives your house a nice little odor day barn to come home to. Get a dog, train it well, treat it with firm fairness, and it will love you for life. The only exception to this rule, a giraffe. If you get the chance to have a giraffe as a pet, do it, because giraffes are freaking cool. What have I learned about love? Despite the abysmal rating Mom would give me on money, I am hopeful that I would score above average in the love category. At least today I would. Early on, like with anything, I was winging it. When parents tell their kids they are too young to fall in love or to get married, they're always right. Unless you're 45 and have lived with your wife-to-be for 44 years, you are not ready to be the best husband you need to be. It is hard work and it takes years to refine. Heck, I have been married to your mom for 17 years and I'm still trying to figure out the controls. All that being said, you will undoubtedly and hopefully fall in love before you're 50. Since the two of you will be winging it together, make sure you marry someone that not only are you attracted to, but that you're best friends with. The key to staying married and in love is a genuine care for the other person and a genuine desire to be their best friend. When all the other exterior stuff fades away, when the kids have left the nest, and when you're both relegated to your recliners watching The Price is Right, you better hope that they're good company. Ponder that. Well, there you have it. Not a very impressive and not a very long list, but the lessons that I would dream each of you would cherish and live by. I am so looking forward to my next 40 years as your father and to the next 40 years of your life. We have so much left in front of us and so many memories yet to make. I'm honored to be your dad, and I am lucky to be your friend. Cheers. Love, Daddy. Well, there you have it. A letter that I wrote my sons about 3 years ago. And I hope that they read this throughout their lives. In high school, in college, right before they get married, right before they have their first kid. And I hope that these life lessons that I wrote down and passed on to them mean something to them one day. If nothing else, it's my legacy, right? Anyway, 2 things. 1, happy Mother's Day to my wife, who is the most incredible mom to our 3 sons. I'm lucky to have her. That's 1. 2, the usual, I need your help. If this Real Atheist Dad project is going to get up and off the ground, I need you all to click on that subscribe button, give me a thumbs up and a like, and comment down below and let me know if I'm on track, if I'm way off base, if these videos are too long, too short, if I need more content, less content. Help me out. I want to make this worthwhile. Anyway, thank you all very much for watching. And as always, do what's right and not what's easy.